Why is it a bad idea if we spread our focus to each and every CO2 emission? I've argued that there is a basic difference between the exchange of CO2 between the biosphere and the atmosphere and the additional CO2 added to the biosphere by humans digging and drilling for fossil carbon. Today, environmentalists focus on all the CO2 emission sources and sinks from the biosphere, in particular those caused by consumer decisions. But consumer decisions have much less impact than most people believe, and there are 4 reasons for that. Point 1, every bit of carbon unearthed will end in the atmosphere rather sooner than later. As long as digging and drilling continue, as long as 30 gigatons annually are added into the equation, all other actions don't solve the problem. Point 2, complexity. Yes, there are thousands of drilling sites, but billions of interactions between consumers and the atmosphere. Trying to control CO2 emissions after fossil carbon has been unearthed requires micromanagement beyond anything that humans can control. Point 3, trying to make everybody adhere to strict behavior by feeling of guilt and moral superiority must fail, because even a minority that refuses to comply can bring the whole system down. Or else you have to regulate and prohibit behavior down to a level that nobody will accept. Point 4, worst of all, and you can see this presently, this strategy puts people up against people. Who's most to blame? Car drivers, island vacationers, wealthy people, cruise ship passengers, plastic straw suckers, the elderly, school kids with smartphones, when in fact it is all about winning a large majority for leaving the fossil carbon in the ground. To win this majority, we must put everything aside that divides us. We must not play the blame game. We must not try to own this issue and show that we have been right all along. Car drivers and island vacationers, wealthy people and cruise ship passengers, maybe plastic straws are not needed. The elderly, school kids with smartphones, they all should be united and join in the decision to drive fossil out of the market and leave oil, gas and coal where it is.